This is part 2 of the assignments module of Course Compass. A few more notes about tests before we move on. The testing center has certain hours that it's open, and so you will need to look on the syllabus to make sure that you're going to the testing center during their open hours. You also don't want to go to the testing center without enough time to take the test. If you show up 30 minutes before they're going to close, they're probably not going to let you take the test that day. Okay, so make sure you have enough time. The other note about the tests I'd like to make is that I'm not going to drop any of the test grades. There will be 5 tests given through the semester, and I'm not going to drop any of them. They're open and available for a week apiece, so you need to make sure you make the time to go in sometime during the week and take your test and get it completed. Now, if you miss a test or if you want to raise your grade a little bit, there is good news. The last week of class, there will be a comprehensive final available online that you can take through the testing center. The comprehensive final will be split into 5 sections, and each section of the comprehensive final will correspond to a test that you've taken in the past. If you decide to take, let's say, section 2 of the test, which corresponded to the second lecture test that you took, and you get a better grade on the comprehensive final portion of that test, then I will average your original test grade together with the new better grade, and it's going to raise your score a little bit. So the comprehensive final is entirely optional. You can take it if you want to or not. But if you take the different sections of the comprehensive final and you do better on them than on your original test grades, it will raise your score a little bit, and every little bit helps. Okay, so that's available to you. Now, if you happen to miss a test, you just couldn't make it for some reason, what you can do is you can take the section of the comprehensive final that corresponds to that missed test, and whatever grade you get on the comprehensive final will be counted for your test grade. If you miss a test and then you don't take the comprehensive final, you get a 0 for the grade. So you kind of have 2 chances to take each test. Okay, so that's good news. The last thing on the assignments module that I wanted to talk to you about is the take-home test. The take-home test is a big assignment, like a big homework, and it's going to cover 3 of the chapters that we just really didn't have time to lecture about in a typical semester. This semester it will cover chapters 16, chapter 20, and chapter 28. And what you can do is you can go into this icon, you can print out the tests, and you can begin working on them. Once you've collected the answers that you think are correct, you can go back into this icon and submit them. It won't give you the correct answers once you've submitted them until the availability period has ended. Now you can start working on the take-home test now, and it's not actually due until about 2/3 of the way through the semester. The specific date is listed on your schedule, so be sure to look at that. Okay. Again, like any other assignment, don't turn it in late, because late work will not be accepted. I'm not going to reopen that assignment, and there are no makeups for the take-home test, so make sure that you do them. Now, I don't mind if you work together on the take-home test. That's fine. You can submit your answers at home. You don't have to be in the testing center to put them in. I don't want there to be such collusion that you're just copying off someone else. I'll do page 1 and you do page 2, and then we'll share. Okay? The main reason for that is you don't know if the other person's answers are correct or if they just made them up. So I would double check any work that you do with someone else, although I do encourage you to work together to come up with these answers. Okay? That's it for this module. I will see you in the next one.